let's get into state of play.
All right, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot to talk about.
The state of play was pretty solid, all things considered. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that this state of play was pretty damn good. There were some stinkers. Definitely a few announcements where I raised my eyebrow and said, The leak that came out for the state of play was unbelievable beyond degree. But
I'm so mad. So mad. I'm not even mad about Sonic. I was mad about one other thing, but we'll get into that.
But there was a ton to actually be very excited about this time around, both old and new. Let's get right into it. Kena, Scars of Cosmora. Now, I actually do want to talk about this game. I did not play the original Kena Bridge of Spirits. I do want to play it now, because I found out a long-time sleepaway camp friend of mine is working on this game as an enemy designer.
Oh, big W.
Yeah, and honestly, Scars of Cosmora looks really good. I'm glazing because he's my friend, but no, the game looks really awesome. And, Bridge of Spirits, I know people really liked and thought was pretty good for the most part. So, hey, I'm happy to see Ember Lab get to work on a sequel, and I'm happy to see my boy employed and working on a seemingly great game. So, we'll see how this one progresses, but just at a glance, looks really good. I was already like pretty excited for it before knowing this information, but after, yeah.
Next reveal was Ghost of Yotai Legends, which is the co-op multiplayer aspect of that game. Launches on March 10th, and we saw in the trailer what seems to be 4 playable classes fighting raids of demon armies. I guess if you like Ghost of Yotai, it's more of that.
I will say that I do like that Sucker Punch is doing these multiplayer like DLC expansion packs for these games, because I know Tsushima also had a Legends expansion pack which was multiplayer focused. I think if you're gonna have the multiplayer mode, I would prefer it be done like this, where it's a post-launch thing where you can really develop it into its own thing using the existing mechanics of the game. So, I didn't play Yotai, I didn't play Tsushima, but, hey, this looks fun for what it is, and it looks good. Now, this next one, made me really happy. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, coming to PC March 19th. I spoke about it, and the more time has passed, I love Death Stranding. And I'm really excited to play the sequel, and I had been holding off. I know nothing. I am still spoiler blind on this game, and I cannot fucking wait to play 2. So I will be playing this on launch day. I am really, really, really excited. It looks great. Looks amazing on PC.
A lot of quality of life features for PC as well. It's solid stuff all around. Next game after that is called For Loop, co-op sci-fi shooter with monsters, roguelike routes, and endlessly replayable missions, with a beta test later this year. I mean, it looked alright from what I saw of it. Actually, it does look pretty good from Bad Robot Studios. Not my kind of thing, but I can see that people will enjoy this when it comes out.
Yeah, I think that it looks alright, but we'll have to kind of see how it kind of plays out in practice, because it's one of those, it's like any online multiplayer game, and it can either be really good or it can just kind of be another live service slop, but Pragmata had another brief showing along with its release date of April 24th, finally confirmed. And this game, the more time that passes, the more that I am considering picking it up. The demo's out now, I gotta go play it, but yeah, no, Pragmata looks really good. It just looks cute and well made, and I'm really interested to see how the game pushes its own mechanics. So yeah, looks good. Another good game from Capcom.
And speaking of Capcom, I guess we got our final trailer for Resident Evil Requiem. Just, simple stuff, setting up the story, what we can expect from it. Got nothing more. I feel like we've said everything we can say about Requiem at this point, so the game is 2 weeks away.
Yep, and we'll see how it fares on launch. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. Legacy of Kain Defiance is getting a remaster. Brings a new coat of paint, photo mode, third-person camera, some special features, including, I think, a canceled alpha of one of the other Legacy of Kain games that was going to follow up, which is really cool. Whatever. Looks good. Comes out March 3rd. Nice. Brigadine Abyss. It's the latest entry in the fantasy strategy RPG series. I've never heard of this series in my life, I'll be real with you.
Honestly, this kind of looked like we got Xenoblade at home to me.
Yeah, Xenoblade / Fire Emblem at home. It looked kind of mid. Yeah. This is one that kind of jumped out of nowhere and made me laugh pretty hard. Dead or Alive 6 Last round. So yeah, Dead or Alive is back. I think Koei Tecmo has decided that with the advent of the fighting game renaissance, they should probably give this shit another go. And DOA 6 is being given a major overhaul top to bottom. It adds new characters, costumes, and a photo mode, and it gets following further updates in the following months. Launches June 25th with a premium version and a free-to-play version. However, there are two characters that are going to be absent from this release, and that is Mai and Kula from the SNK games. They didn't say why, but apparently they are just getting axed entirely. Imagine
it's possible because of it's licensing. That's what I
licensing,
as well,
which is unfortunate.
I mean, I could imagine in last round maybe they would re-add them back in if they relicense them, and I could imagine that they would want to give Mai the City of the Wolves costume as well, and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know, that it's all like remains to be seen and all that sort of stuff. But on top of that, they also announced Dead or Alive 7 as well.
Which, hey, that's pretty cool.
I mean, hey, listen, folks, in Woke 2.0, we like anime titties.
I think, okay, here's my opinion about DOA 7. DOA 7 being a real game is good, and is nice, actually. I like that DOA 7 is a real thing. What kind of game DOA 7 is going to be matters a lot. Because you remember DOA 6 on launch. You remember what a shit show that game was.
A little rough, boys. Need a lot of quality updates to that one to make it the game that it is.
Oh, I mean, it literally existed as a jerk off session. The bouncing was horrible. Nobody played it. It was a complete disaster. DOA 7, I think, is in a very good position right now, especially with Tekken scrambling to get its shit together. I don't know. We'll see how that Season 3 update works out, but yeah, Tekken is in an interesting position where the 3D fighting market is definitely up and down, so there's unevenness for Dead or Alive and Virtua Fighter to step in and potentially do something.
That's true, and I mean, with the unfortunate passing of Itagaki and Harada leaving Koei Tecmo, I mean, it's just... We are kind of in the wilderness when it comes to 3D fighting games, and any of them could take the crown. And if you were asking me before this, like, it would have been, I think, Virtua Fighter could have been a real contender to come back in and sweep it. But, I guess we got to see what Dead or Alive 7 can bring to the table.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of hope that it will be a good game, and I really do hope that it is a good, proper 3D fighting game. First and foremost, you want to sell the boobs, you want to sell your fan service. Do it, but please make a good fighting game first and foremost. Control Resonant got a lengthy gameplay showcase. Looks pretty good. Not really much more to say on that. I didn't play the original Control. I heard it was pretty good. Crimson Moon. I'm sorry, it's Souls-like. It's Soul Slop. Whatever. It was kind of whatever. All right, now this one had my eyebrow raised pretty hard. So we had kind of talked about it a bit. Beast of Reincarnation. This is Game Freak's AAA non-Nintendo showcase. This is their game that they are making. It is from the team behind Pokemon, obviously. It is a Sekiro-like, which is interesting. That is a really unique direction to go in, because there really aren't a ton of Sekiro-adjacent games, despite how good that game is. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks really good.
Yeah, it seems pretty solid, all things considered, although I really don't like the conversation around, like, oh, this is Game Freak without Nintendo, Unshackled, whatever. It's like, look, that's not the problem here with Game Freak. You can bemoan the Pokemon games all you want, but, like, Game Freak is not the problem.
We all know who the real problem is. It's TPCI. Anyways, no, Beast of Reincarnation looks really good. All the dumb discourse aside, I'm pretty excited for this game. I hope it's good. Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. I've heard this dropped already, and there's already a big controversy around it because they had to kill the original soundtrack, which is really sad. There's probably going to be a mod for it that fixes it. I hear for the most part it's pretty solid.
Let's see. Mina the Hauler finally confirmed to come out later this year from Yacht Club. We've been waiting to see what they're going to do after Shovel Knight after all these fucking years. But hey, I guess there's a demo on PlayStation if you want to give it a shot. So hey, there you go.
I think my take with Mina is that as somebody who backed on Kickstarter, I actually don't know how it's going to fare sales wise, and that concerns me greatly. But I'll keep my mouth shut until after the game comes out and everything adjacent to it. Neva Prologue, it's a prequel to the 2024 puzzle platformer. Looks all right. Yako Shinobi Ops. This one interested me a lot because it's using the old school MGS perspective for a co-op stealth game. It looks good. I can't lie.
Project Windless.
Oh, dude, giant fucking Musou game with Rooster main character. This game looks fucking insane. I can't lie.
Based on the Korean fantasy series, The Bird That Drinks Tears looks like a Musou game with a sword-swinging Birdman as he fights entire armies on his own. What more do you want, folks? What more do you want?
I mean, he also has, like, aerial rave, and he also has, like, real combos, seemingly, so maybe, just maybe, it's peak. We'll see. This one caught me by big surprise. Star Wars Galactic Racer looks fucking good.
Yeah, isn't this the game that's made by the Burnout devs?
I'm pretty sure it is, and you can clearly tell that the quality level is kind of through the roof. It has been a long time, I mean, I feel like it's pretty safe to say that racing games have sort of fallen into the hyper-realistic simulation or open world like drive go-go games like Forza and GT, Gran Turismo. And then on the other end we have kart racers like Mario Kart and Sonic Racing. But we didn't really have that, like, unique space where other styles of racing games could live. This looks like that's bringing that back. And I'm really excited for it. It looks really good. The gameplay looks really, really visceral. I like how much weight everything has. And more importantly, I love how fast it looks. It looks really, really good. I'm going to give it a bit, but maybe this is a pickup later in the year.
We got another trailer for 007 First Light, of course, from IOI Interactive. Launches May 27th. Looks
really good.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now, here
again,
we've got...
Oh, man, this one had me screaming.
I was like, hey, yo, is it real?
After 10,000 years, there is a console that can handle the power of the PlayStation 3.
It's true,
Metal
folks.
Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, featuring the one and only Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, freed from the PlayStation 3. Sorry, my brain skipped. And also, of course, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker as well. I'm going to be completely honest here and say that this is a massive technical accomplishment. And there is a lot to this. To be perfectly honest with you, I am extremely interested to figure out how they did this, because MGS4 is a game that was designed for the PS3. Like, we talk about the ways in which games interact with consoles. We don't talk about how Metal Gear Solid 4 specifically was a game that was designed at such a fundamental level for the system that it was being made for. Very few games like it. Very, very, very few games like it. I am extremely interested to see what work is being done to make this game look the way it should, and we're gonna go from there. So,
and I mean, on top of that, like, you want to talk? I know people complain a lot about how they feel like Metal Gear Solid 4 feels like watching a movie. I'm going to tell you, man, there's a reason for that. There is a good reason for that.
Oh yeah, there's pretty sure there's like a 1.5 to 2 hour long cutscene stretch at one point in the game. And it's really interesting right now, the state of MGS. It really feels like Konami is trying to push this franchise again, and I have a lot of mixed feelings on that. However, I am happy to see that MGS4 is now playable on PC and on consoles, meaning that everyone can play MGS 1 through 4 and Peace Walker without issue. It's very, very big, and I'm very happy to hear it. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the Peace Walker's multiplayer component also got confirmed to be coming back.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Yes, and
Yes.
Peace Walker, one of the best Metal Gear Solid games, without question. There's no doubt about that. And on top of that, this collection also includes Ghost Babel as a bonus game, which, you know what, kudos to them. I did not think they would ever re-release that.
I will say I love that Ghost Babel is the bonus game. That is a pretty fucking good Game Boy game for what it's worth.
Yeah.
So if you had any passing interest in it, I'd honestly say give it a shot. It's a pretty damn good game for what it's able to accomplish on hardware. Next up is Darwin's Paradox. It's a puzzle platformer starring an octopus. Gives me a lot of Oddworld Abe's Odyssey vibes. In a good way. Looks really good. Oh, and there's also a Metal Gear Solid level or mode that you can do in that, which looks cute because I'm pretty sure it's published by Konami.
Let's say this. I want to say it like this. 10 years ago, I would not have ever have thought like the game industry would be in the position that it's in. Capcom in the position that it's in, fantastic. Resident Evil 7 did them a lot of favors in the end. Yeah, it was pretty, a little controversial, let's say, in the beginning, but in retrospect, it arguably saved the company, right?
Yeah, it saved the company's reputation.
I think a strong second on that comeuppance right now is Konami. And yes, despite how they treated Kojima in the end, the re-releases that they've been doing as of lately have been very solid, and now it does look like another series of theirs is coming back to full fruition, and that is Castlevania.
Yes! Oh man, I screamed so loud when I saw this. This is a moment that I have been waiting for a very long time. Castlevania coming back was something that I never thought would happen. I was content with Bloodstain being our replacement. However, the thing that you need to think about is, wait, Castlevania is popular? It kinda is. I mean, really think about it, right? The last 2D Castlevania game that came out was Order of Ecclesia in 2008. We got Lords of Shadow, Lords of Shadow 2, Mirror of Fate on the 3DS, but realistically, we literally didn't get anything meaningful for a really long time.
I mean, for what it's
Since
worth,
then,
the Netflix show as
that's
it
what I
is.
was gonna.
As it is, it did resurrect interest in the franchise ultimately, right?
Yes, that and Nocturne have done a lot of goodwill in that it has kept Castlevania alive and present in the public consciousness. Regardless of how you feel about the Netflix shows, they did their job. They kept people talking about Castlevania. It looks like that has finally come to pass. So, Belmont's Curse is our new 2D Castlevania game, and it looks amazing. It is being developed with the help of Evil Empire and Motion Twin. Okay? Motion Twin worked on Dead Cells.
Ah. Okay.
That means that their Castlevania collab was the setup for this.
You know what, folks? We got a banger on our hands. That's all I can say is we got a banger on our hands.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And this is not the end. There was a statement posted on the 40th anniversary website. They basically said that this is the moment that Castlevania is revived. The plan is to continue to create new works for Castlevania, and there will be more shown this year. All right, here's my take. This game's got to be good, obviously. You really want to wow people? You really want to get people hyped? 3D Metroidvania. Genuinely do it. If you really want to show that Castlevania is a series that should be taken seriously again, 2D and 3D can exist. Firm believer that 3D Metroidvania would be the most insane thing ever for Castlevania. You want your Metroid Prime moment, and I think you can get it. So prove me wrong, Konami, please. I would love to be proven wrong. But yes, the game looks great. It's awesome to see Castlevania getting a new game again. A big smile on my face about that. I was really, really, really happy to see this.
Speaking of Konami being on a generational run, another new announcement, a new Silent Hill game titled Silent Hill Townfall. First-person methodical horror out this year.
It's a collaboration between Konami and Annapurna Interactive. It's a first-person horror game, which is pretty cool. I do like that they are trying different things with Silent Hill, and I do like that I guess they want to try first-person horror and third-person horror for Silent Hill, because both can work. So yeah, this is cool. Hopefully, it's really good, because Silent Hill F was so well received. Townfall hopefully can follow in the footsteps and keep up a very high level of quality for the series. This game interested me. It's a little bit of a weird one, right?
Yeah, this game, Rev Noir is what it's called. So anime RPG aesthetic. It seems to be. I mean, I saw this game and I thought that this was going to be like a new Tales of game, but no, it's a original IP. We didn't really get much beyond its initial cast, but I assume we'll hear more about it this year.
We know that this is a Konami RPG too, which is interesting that they're trying to throw their hat into the ring on the RPG space.
It does fascinate me, yeah, because the game does look, I mean, visually it does look pretty solid. Just want to know, like, what are they going for? Are we doing, like, traditional RPG, action RPG? Because I can see it is very much inspired by Tales of, first and foremost. Final Fantasy, more modern Final Fantasy is a strong second, too. So I just want to know what they're going for with it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. We'll get more information on this in the near future, but I'm really interested to see it. This next one feels like the easiest slam dunk of all time, and I'm so surprised it hasn't been done sooner. We're getting a real fucking John Wick game. Hell yeah.
That's it. Hell yeah. Nothing more to say about that.
Nothing more to say about that. The sooner it comes out, the better. Marathon.
Bungie.
I hope you fucking die, Pete Parsons, you fucking bitch. This game, it looks like it could have a single player component, but it doesn't. Of course it doesn't, because God hates us anyways. Big Walk is coming to PS Plus as a game in 2026. Spider-Man 2 is coming to PlayStation Plus on February 17th. Tekken Dark Resurrection. Not Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. This is the PSP game. Why? This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. Why would you not just release Tekken 5 DR? Like, come on. It's the easiest slam dunk in the world. Let people play T5 DR on console, man. Why are we doing this? Big Walk, and Time Crisis joining in May. Wild Dog.
We live in a society.
You know the meme I'm talking about, right?
I'm familiar, yes.
Big Walk coming to PS Plus. Sorrow's got a gameplay demonstration. It looks good. I didn't play Returnal, but it looks all right. Oh, I have a lot to say about this one. This is some good shit.
So we got a new reveal for Marvel took on Fighting Souls, showing off the X-Men characters that'll be in the game. Storm, Magic, Wolverine, and Danger. And did we already get the reveal for the release date? If not, it was here because it's August 6th. I'm very excited. Very, very good character selection for these four. And so when I mentioned earlier that the leak that I was a little mad about, someone leaked that Marvel Tokon would be shown off, and it would show that there would be guest characters of Deku from My Hero Academia, and I was like, that's actually kind of fucking brilliant. And I'm a little mad that it's not real now.
So hold on. Parts of this may still be true. The rumor is that, well, we are confirmed that the game has 20 characters on launch, which I think for a modern team game is fine, especially if you're going 4v4, right?
I mean, it's a little on the lower side. I think 24 would have been like solid, but maybe 20 can be acceptable.
Yes. I think what matters is that the gameplay systems and the character picks are unique enough. And I have to tell you, okay, so this game is seemingly going with a format of teams. So they revealed the X-Men team first. And the cover art for Tokon has the team leaders on it. So we have Storm for the X-Men, Doom for the villain team, Spider-Man for what we assume is the street team, right? Cap for the Avengers, and then Ghost Rider for the Midnight Suns, I think is what people have been saying a lot. So we have 5 teams of 4, right? So that's 20. And then the rumor is that the 21st character, because Horikoshi helped them with design work for this game, is going to be Deku, who is going to be an extra member on the street team. That's the theory. But right now, that's all conjecture. The picks that we got were Storm, which we already knew about, Magic, who has received a massive popularity boost thanks to Marvel Rivals and people actually learning about her existence. Regardless of how you feel about Marvel Rivals, one of the best things it is doing is that it is introducing people to lots of new and different Marvel heroes, more obscure picks, more different picks. This is the kind of stuff that video games are good for, and to get you invested in more characters aside from MCU slop, because
Yeah, it's
right.
hey, listen, they're doing the Lord's work. That's all I can say, and
Yes.
I will give them positives in that respect.
We have classic Marvel veteran Wolverine, of course. No Swiss cheese, sadly, but he looks great. And finally, our fourth pick, and our literally out of fucking nowhere pick, Danger, who is literally the Danger Room from the X-Men facility brought into a human body of some kind. She looks fucking sick. All
And
these
even
characters
better, she's got the white woman normal, so it's gonna be good.
Oh, dude, she got that shit on lock. She got that shit on lock. It's so clean, bro. She got the Karen 2M. I was like, oh my god, there's no way. Gameplay wise though, there are some significant things about this trailer that have confirmed some very, very important things. So, combo limit was a thing that was discussed a lot in the first and second open betas or closed betas for Tocon. It was pretty disastrous how bad the combo limit limited your options. And on top of that, a big problem people had was the fact that assists were universal based on the slot they were in, which means that you have no real way to differentiate what you want your assists to do. And it meant that your gameplay options were a lot more linear. Also, air assists could only be called in the air. Ground assists could only be called on the ground. Too limiting. Arc assists listened. Like, actually listened. Assists are now unique, and you can call ground assists in the air. And on top of that, you can continue a block string with assists, which means that this game has gone from maybe it's a team game to, oh, this is a real fucking team game. And the cherry on top, the combo limit seems to have been increased substantially, and you gain a lot more of that bar back to continue comboing if you use an assist in a combo. This, to me, 2 thumbs up. This is how you listen to feedback, and this shows that ArcSys is actually taking the players seriously for once, especially from how vile Open Beta 2 or Closed Beta 2's reaction was from the FGC, because people did not like that beta compared to Open Beta 1. We'll see. The game does come out on August 6th, which is 2 weeks before CEO.
Oh
which
god,
is pretty
oh
cool.
jeez, oh man.
The very first Tokon tournament will be at CEO, and it will be the funniest thing ever.
I mean, honestly, that is actually going to be very funny, because we're going to have people who, like, probably, they either know the game way too well, or do not know it at all, and it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, it's going to be incredible. I think people are going to find the most grimy tech imaginable and just scum people out with it. Anyways, on top of that, the game just continues to look great. And especially with 2XKO, which we'll have a brief interlude about. I don't want to spend too much time on it because we've already been going for a while, but we'll talk as we go. Yeah, this game looks great, and I'm really excited for it. To close off this smorgasbord of announcements, the God of War trilogy 1, 2, and 3 are getting confirmed for a full remakes for PS5. Are we doing classic God of War gameplay?
That's not even my, I don't want to say concern, but that's not even my note here, because it's like, how far are they going to go with it being a remake? Because are they going to go so far as to, like, rewrite it to make it more in tune with God of War 2016? That's my concern here.
No. I feel like those games are too iconic and too special and too important to not have them just basically be souped up versions of the original in terms of graphical fidelity.
I'd like to think so too, but you never know with Sony, you know? You really never know.
I have some hope that they're going to keep things very similar to how they were, but this is Sony, so I could have my expectations defied. TJ Carson, or TC Carson is the GOAT, by the way. Shouts to him. Fuck Jeff. And finally, the last game that got revealed was a game from MegaCat called God of War Sons of Sparta. It's a side-scrolling God of War game where you play as young, like literally like teenage, like young adult Kratos with a friend, and you do some 2D action shenanigans, and it looks pretty good.
Hey, one of the best part is, Kratos in this game is voiced by Anthony Del Rio.
Really?
Yeah, and if you don't know, That's Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising. And I could tell too, because I mean honestly I didn't really like know, because I was 50-50 on this, because I was hearing it and I thought it was Johnny Young Bosch at first, because I'm listening, I'm like, is that fucking Adachi? Am I hearing Adachi's voice right now? But then sometimes I also heard Pit. So like I was like, all right, it's either one or the other. It's either Johnny Young Bosch or Anthony Del Rio.
Well, shoutouts to Anthony Del Rio for showing up and making it big. But yes, that was our state of play. Really, really good. Sony actually came out all fire, all cylinders for once. Didn't show us a lot of fucking garbage slop nonsense. Nothing that was too offensive. A lot of actual good announcements. Some really, really good hits that made me really happy. Can't wait for some of these games. Can't believe Castlevania is back. Can't believe MGS4 is being re-released. And man, I really, 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 really fucking hope that Castlevania game is good, bro. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, we're 0 for 2 on the Sonic announcement, guys.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Summer
it's
Games
okay.
Fest.
It's okay.
Let them cook. I'm okay with waiting. I am fine with waiting as long as the end product is good, which is what my hope is. So we shall see. We shall see what we shall see. Stay tuned.